Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will present for Contract Management, Master of Science in Integrated Construction Project Management, prepared for Professor Surveyor Technologist Dr. Zulhabri Ismail. Our group consists Nuraerniesha Aziera Binti Nazaruddin, Siti Ruqaiyah Binti Shariff, Siti Nurmarlina Binti Kamaruddin, and Nuramira Farhana Binti Azahar.
What is procurement? Procurements come from the word procure, which literally means to obtain by care or effort, to bring about, and to acquire. In construction industry, there are 3 phases and comprises with 5 stages. The first phase is pre-construction. There are 3 stages involved at this phase. They are inception and feasibility stage, design stage, and also tendering stage. The second phase is construction. In this phase, only have one stage which involves the construction work. And the last phase is post-construction. Same like construction phase, it's only involve one stage which is handover and maintenance stage. In the construction context, procurement is processes of acquiring built facilities. The processes starting from inception and feasibility, or also been known as project initiation, until project completion and handover. It means along the stage 1 until stage 5, there are procurement processes. Selection of procurement methods is really important as it will help to ensure project completed on time and within the budget. As you can see the value triangle above, procurement selection or choice is influenced by quality, cost, and time. Good quality, efficient and effective cost and time will lead to satisfaction on the project value. Apart from that, there are 5 factors need to be considered before select the best or suitable, or in other words, appropriate procurements for the project. First is understanding the client characteristic. It's really important to understand the client need, desire, experience, and knowledge. Second is understanding the project characteristic. It is need to understand a well-known project scale and complexity, or any unique features of site and location. Third is ability to make changes. Changes are expected in construction. Therefore, client flexibility for changes throughout the construction also impact the procurement selection. Fourth is time. Construction project types have a different type of time period. That's why it is required to well know the project. So overrun of time can be avoided during the project execution. And the last one is cost. This is to ensure no any cost overrun during the construction. Based on cost certainty and financial capability, most suitable procurement system shall be selected. In a nutshell, the true measurement for project success is how well the project delivers business value. If value is not delivered to the customer, then the project is not successful. There are 4 types of procurement systems that commonly used in construction industry. They are separated and cooperative system, integrated system, management-oriented system, and collaboration system. First is separated and cooperative system is when design work will separate from construction. For example, traditional system. Second, integrated system is when main contractor is appointed to design and construct work. For example, design and build, package deal, turnkey, and also develop and contract. Next is management-oriented system is a combination of the design and construction project. For example, management contracting, construction management, and also design and management. Okay, and the last one is collaborative system. It's a collaboration of multiple organizations. For example, partnering or joint venture, public-private partnership (PPP) or private finance initiative (PFI). In the construction industry, several types of procurement systems are widely used, from the traditional system to the many variations of procurement system, as I just mentioned just now. Among these several procurement systems, we choose to explain further on the PFI. So, the next presenter will explain more on the selected procurement method.
Next, basic structure for procurement method. The private finance initiative is a financing model used by government to fund public projects through private sector investment. It aims to leverage private capital and expertise to deliver essential services and infrastructure. The purpose of PFI. PFI provides the government with an alternative method to finance public projects, transferring some financial and operational risk to the private sector. It helps overcome project constraints, accelerate project delivery, and ensure efficient project management. The next is key component of PFI. The first one is public sector. The public sector acts as the project sponsor, selecting project, defining objective, and monitoring performance. The second one is private sector. The private sector invests capital, design, construct, operates, and maintains the infrastructure project. The third one is contractual framework. A comprehensive contractual framework sets out the terms, responsibilities, and obligations of all parties involved. Next, we continue with the benefit of PFI. The first one is financial efficiency. PFI enables the transfer of upfront investment costs from the public to the private sector, reducing public borrowing and budgetary pressures. The second one is project expertise. Private sector involvement brings specialized knowledge and experience ensuring effective project design, construction, operation, and maintenance. The last one is risk allocation. PFI transfers certain risks such as construction delays, cost overruns, and performance issues to the private sector, providing incentive for responsible project management.
Let's proceed with justification on the selection of the procurement method. There are several types of procurement method practiced in the construction industry, and one of it is private finance initiative (PFI). The detail of the justification for the method selection in the case study will be elaborated on. For the background of the project title is Cadangan Mereka Bentuk, Membina, Menyiapkan dan Mentauliah Pembangunan Kampus UiTM Cawangan Tapah di atas HS 15461 PT 4740 Mukim Batang Padang, Daerah Batang Padang Tapah, Perak Darul Rizwan untuk UiTM. Construction of the project began in 2011 and had progressed ahead of estimated completion date of 2014. Following the completion of the construction, the concession will be valid for 20 years until January 2034. The parties involved in the project are Konsesioner, Unit Tapah Sdn Bhd, Arkitek Reka Bina Sdn Bhd, Civil and Structure Engineer, Jurutera CMP Sdn Bhd, Mechanical and Electrical Engineer, Gentric Sdn Bhd, Quantity Surveyor, ZRR dan rakan-rakan Sdn Bhd, and Contractor, Crest Builders Sdn Bhd. Next, basic structure of the procurement method. First, to start PFI, the government required registration and approval from the public-private partnership unit. Then, the tendering procedure began when the concessionaire, Unit Tapah Sdn Bhd, was invited to submit the project proposal. The concessionaire appointed the consultant then to guide, to provide an offer to UiTM and also fund. QS consultant then proceeded with the PDA. The concession agreement CA fell into place when the offer was accepted. The arrangement was made between Unit Tapah Sdn Bhd and the government through UiTM. Then it moved on to the SOA phase, and it accepted began the process of making financial loan. After the financial obtained, Unit Tapah Sdn Bhd then proceeded to start the calling of tender process. Unit Tapas Sdn Bhd choose a negotiation tender, and Crest Builders Sdn Bhd was the contractor, and Unit Tapas Sdn Bhd accepted the offer and issued the letter of acceptance on June 15, 2010. Next, the justification on the selection of the procurement method. The problems are many public projects facing delays and poor workmanship, as well as low public sector capital expenditure, because the government tended hesitant to spend large amount on public project construction. The government then turned to PFI for public project, since it broadened the area of procurement to include more content, with an emphasis on delivering on integrated solution. For example, in terms of delays, the project had progressed ahead of the estimated completion date of 2014. Next, some of the advantages and disadvantages of using PFI based on the case study are: first, it improves quality of the final product, and second, in terms of relationship, it has long-term relationship between public and private sector, since the concession will be valid for 20 years until January 2034. It is more complex, which is the procurement process. It is complex, and it's more expensive, since it's long term. And here some of the views of UITM TAPA.
Okay, moving on to the next one is the advantages of PFI project. The first one is long-term relationship between public sectors and private sectors. Through this relationship, both sectors can share their knowledge and resources. This is important for the success of PFI project. The second one is transfer of certain risks. This include construction, operational, and maintenance risks. This is to ensure that the private sectors bears the responsibility for managing, as opposed to the public sectors, which can ultimately lead to more efficient project delivery. This arrangement can lessen the related risk for the public sectors. The third one is can deliver a project under or on time. It is viewed as one of the acquisition that can deliver a project under or on time uh, project completion. Timely project delivery is a shared goals in PFI project, as it benefit both sectors. Number four is the specific performance and quality standards. This is to ensure that the delivered infrastructure or a project meets the required standard and specification. These standards are critical for ensuring that the facilities or service fulfills its intended purpose and provides a higher level of performance and service to the public. The last one is a joint venture can be considered as an advantageous arrangement in some PFI projects. Uh, PFI fills in as an approach to creating local private sector's capacity through joint ventures with huge international firms, as well as subcontracting potential open doors for local firms in the area. For example, civil works, electrical works, facility security services, or other services. Next is the disadvantages of PFI project. The first one is often more expensive over the long term. This include the financing cost, profit margin, and higher interest rates. Peace Paper 2023 stated that the government might be exposed to the risk of financial because of the indirect cost. Also, citizens will experience future heavy taxation rates because of the reimbursement made to the private firms by the public authority. The second one is lack of transparency. This potentially limiting public survey, limited access to the detailed information about project costs, terms, and performance can impede the public's ability to assess the project's efficiency. The third one is it can involve into complex and lengthy procurement processes, such as negotiation, tendering, and due diligence, which can be time consuming and costly. For example, the procurement process itself often includes a competitive tendering phase where the private sectors, companies submit proposals to win the contract. This is to ensure that the public sectors secure the best value for the project. And then the last one is improper site planning and inadequate consideration of local natural resources. Poor organized site may require more extensive effort. Other than that, insufficient consideration of local natural resources can lead to ecological damage.
In conclusion, PFI has proven to be an effective financing model for public infrastructure projects when properly designed and implemented. By leveraging private sector resources, expertise, and innovation, PFI can drive economic growth, improve service delivery, and create a sustainable future for communities worldwide. Thank you.
And these are our references. That's all from us. Thank you.